Recording. Live. Room 213. We live. Oh, that's nasty. Excuse me. Excuse my French. It's been a while. I should have left it with all of your little nieces and nephews. You know they gonna hate. We gonna show y'all niggas everything cause we ain't trying to hide nothing, feel me? They all gonna hate. They gonna hate, so we gonna show y'all all the hate. Man, it's been a while since I recorded and tried to upload it. Feel me? Time is I got 20 minutes of recording. So we're gonna try to get it in. 20 minutes of recording. You feel me? Feel me? Been a while, you know, dealing with these narcissists. Feel me? It's been a while. Today's December 20th. Exactly a month away from my birthday. 2021, December 20th, 2021. On a Monday, starting of the week for working people, feel me? And this Monday has been dedicated as the beginning of the week because of business purposes. But we know the beginning of the week is usually Sunday is the beginning of the week. Saturday is what we consider Sunday's today's day, but da-da-da. You know how that shit goes. But come on, you know, it's been a long time, man. I haven't. Still looking good. Although, you know, nigga, you suffer a few punches here and there, but we still on point. You feel me? You know what I mean? Just dealing with these hateful people. You know what I mean? You can't show too much care around these niggas. You just can't. There they go again, making it about themselves. Yeah, you can't show too much care. You can't show too much. I was looking at the word immune, because you know they're talking about COVID and everything else like that. And I keep looking at the word immune, not just the immune system. I'm gonna walk and talk, but just the word immune. You feel me? Because they use it in the court of law too. Immune to illegal action. You feel me? Like certain diplomats come out here and they're immune to certain laws. You feel me? So it's like an exempt. But yet we have an immune system. And our immune system is supposed to fight against diseases. It's supposed to fight against diseases and all that stuff. So we naturally are supposed to be immune to most diseases because we have a system that is already in place to work in favor of us. You feel me? And I'm not even going to talk about the COVID and everything else like that. I want to take that concept of immune. You already have an immune system. It's not just for diseases. It's not just for food. And it's not just for invaders of the cell and everything else. It's also for obstacles, obligations. You feel me? Things that come in your way. You are immune to them if you're willing to activate it. You feel me? There's going to be a lot of people that come try to attack you and everything else like that. You already have an immune system. You have to be in tune with your immune system to fight off all these hate, all these distractions. You choose. Very fast. You choose to entertain these things. You feel me? Your immune system does not, it already protects you from all these things already. But at the end of the day, it's your choice. You have the final say of whether you want these things to affect you or whether it doesn't want you to affect you. You feel me? Our immune system is the third brain, that is part of our body. First, it's the heart, because the heart is the first organ that is created. Then after that, the second brain is the brain itself. Then the third brain is your immune system. So you have three different levels of thinking. It's shit. It filters through the heart speaks through the mouth itself. So everything that you speak of is from the heart itself. Your brain is just a processing. It processes things which works with your mind and everything else like that. And your immune system literally deals with your body. You feel me? It helps the heart out regulate your body and anything that can be invading your body and everything else like that. This is what the immune system do. Seen and unseen. That's what the immune system does for you. It's a protective. It's equivalent. Your immune system is equivalent to the Earth magnetic field. You feel me? It does a lot of things for us that we don't see and we can't even see with our clear eye, but it still does it. So when people are coming at you and everything else like that, your immune system is already in place, working in behalf of you already. All you gotta do is just ignore it. You feel me? It's your choice. Just ignore it, my nigga. Ignore that shit. Be like, yo, this shit isn't about nothing. You feel me? Just leave it alone. Like, these niggas gon' hate. You know how that shit go. They bitter. You know what I mean? They need you to be just like them. Because internally, they also have an immune system. So their immune system tells them what they're doing is wrong. But if they can get somebody else to behave like them, then they feel like they've been alleviated. They've been relieved of what they're doing. So they will create, if the hate is not there no more, they create the hate. And they blame it on you. And it seems like it's your fault, but it's really not your fault. You feel me? You just gotta, I'm gonna give you a bad advice. You just gotta be just like them and be like, nah, fuck that. You feel me? Although the best advice would be to just forget it, remove yourself from it, detach yourself from it so you can stay holy. But sometimes these niggas, if you gotta deal with them on a consistent basis, the only thing they respect is disrespect. You feel me? The only thing they respect is disrespect because they disrespectful themselves. So if you disrespectful right back to them, it's kind of like you giving them the right of way to be who they are without feeling guilty about it. Because they're looking for a reason to keep doing the dirt. So once you are also doing dirt, it's like, oh, okay, good. I mean, this is my field. I'm better than you in this field, but I'm glad that you also doing the same thing because now I don't have to pay too much attention to my guilty conscience from my immune system and everything else. All those things work together. So your immune system is already working in place for you already. All you gotta do is provide it with a little bit of help. You feel me? That's all you gotta do. I know this shit is kind of dark right now. I can't even see myself. But all you gotta do is just provide it with a little bit of help. Do the things that you need to do. Exercise on the regular. You know, I don't drink that much water, but drink a lot of water. You feel me? I like drinking water. That shit is disgusting to me. But drink a lot of water. I feel like it's a waste of money too, especially when it's coming out the pipe. I grew up in the era when selling bottle of water in stores was not even a thing. They never used to sell bottle of water in stores. I remember vividly the first day, I mean, not the first day, when it started happening and we was on the block talking about it as young people and they was telling us like, yeah, they're selling bottled waters in stores and that. And I'm like, what? But that shit is free. They said, no, the ones in the pipe water is not good. I'm like, what do you mean it's not good? Like, why would they provide it to us if it's not good? Then they started talking about the pH, Alka-Seltzer water, and how that water is better than this water. And I'm like, oh, this is all a fucking game, man. I still don't believe it. Because how are you supposed to know the water that they selling you? How can they be honest? These are businessmen. They trying to make profit. Does it taste good to you? You feel me? Oh yeah, this water tastes better because it has a pH of 9.0. I'm like, you's a fool. Don't you know that when you speak to water, when you have a healthy conversation with the water itself, it literally heals your body, and the water itself has been tested that what do you call it? It vibrates at a certain level when you speak good to it. But if you have negative thoughts in your mind and you're drinking this water, you're like, this nasty, tasty ass water. Like, the water has an emotional effect too. It reacts, it frowns. Yes, the water has an expression too. So when you speak good to him, like, God, I'll be like, thank you for giving me this water. And you start drinking it, the water smiles back at you. When they look at it from a microscope and they look at it in depth, and they look at it, they be like, oh shit, this shit actually has a reaction to what the person says to it. You should watch that video on YouTube. You feel me? So the water is having an emotional reaction to what you're thinking about it itself. So how can it be a pH water of 9.0 or 10.0 and you saying the water from your pipe water is bad? It's like, come on, man. I'm speaking to the water. I'm already healing the water. The water is already, and the water is alive. When you look at it, the water is alive. The water also, everything that is, the water is alive. Seriously, it has cells in it that is alive. You feel me? That's the reason why they can say it has an Alka-Seltzer of 9.0 and this, that, and that, because water are alive. But you can speak life into the water and the water becomes alive itself. You feel me? Just like when God spoke life into us and breathe breath into us for us to be alive. That's the same thing you could do with the water itself. You feel me? And that's the same thing with your immune system. Your immune system has that much power that you can actually speak and generate it to the point where even when the hate comes at you, because they're always around, feel me, they be hating every 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have to speak life into the situation. You got to treat them like water, because exactly what they are. You got to treat them like water. You feel me? A lot of them is very dangerous. They can cut through a lot of rock. You feel me? Whenever you have a lot of water and a massive rock, you could be the rock itself. But if it's a lot of them, eventually they will cut through you. You've seen water, big rocks in water. Sometimes you see a hole in them, and you're like, how can the water punch a hole in a rock like that? Because when you have a lot of haters around you, eventually it will have a negative effect on you. You might still be that strong rock, but it will show wounds of you going through some shit. You feel me? So sometimes you just gotta speak life into your haters. You feel me? Sometimes you just got to, like, yo, speak life into them, especially if you're gonna be around them. But if you don't have to be around them like that rock, some rocks are just stuck in water. Some are above the water. If you one of those, like that mountain fire over there, it's a mountain over there. As you see that mountain is above everything else. It doesn't have to deal with the water and everything else. It's like, yeah, I'm away from these niggas. But if you have to stay in there with them, speak life to them. Make sure that they know what they're doing. Make sure that you speak like, thank you, da-da-da. You know, you just speak life into them, because these niggas just need help. You feel me? So back to the immune system. You feel me? This is all part of your immune system. You feel me? Your immune system is already there to protect you. You feel me? Your immune system is your third brain, which meaning your heart and your brain itself. These are organisms. Which meaning that if I cut you open, it's an organ within your body that I can see. You feel me? I think your immune system is also an organism itself. I don't know how it looks. But these are organisms. That's your third brain that also works with your heart and your brain itself. Your mind is something that it's not an organ. You feel? Your mind is something that is just, we know it's there. It's like God itself. You feel me? I can't believe people believe in God, but yet they don't believe in God, but yet they believe in their mind itself. But yet we can't even cut open the body and see where the mind is at. We assume that the mind is in the brain. The mind can be anywhere. The mind can be in an immune system. Your mind can be in your heart, because the words that we speak comes from the heart itself. You feel me? So your mind can be anywhere, but yet we have attached it to our brain itself, because it's the top of the head itself, ironically. But it's funny how your first organ that is created is your heart. When a baby is forming, the first thing that is created, the most important part that is created is the heart. And the heart is the one that pumps the blood out to everything else to make sure everything else is created. So what is the most important organ itself then? Is it Adam or Eve? Because God did create Adam first, and out of Adam came Eve itself. It wasn't out of Eve came Adam. You feel me? The roles did reverse as things went on. So which one is the most important? The first shall be last and the last shall be first. So what is what? You feel me? But it is what it is. You think about what I just said. But your immune system, back to your immune system. Your immune system, utilize it, speak to it. You feel me? Be very encouraging. Whenever you're in a positive state of mind, you heal your body naturally by just speaking positively, ignoring negative things. Don't let these niggas get to you. When you drinking, whenever they think they're doing something bad to you, you speaking positive into whatever they're doing bad to you, and you naturally healing it already. It has been scientifically proven with water that it could work. It can work with anything else. Because at the end of the day, tell you what, I can leave any food out. and eventually that food rottens back to a liquid form. So anything that is of a liquid form can be spoken to, and it will work in your favor. You feel me? So don't let these niggas tell you any different. Even if they don't, even if you could be smoking a cigarette, you can still speak life into the cigarette itself. It's toxic, but you can speak life into it yourself. You feel me? But I'm about to go in. You feel me? It is what it is. My first recording in a long time. Your immune system is very strong. And this is for the people who are suffering from COVID and everything else like that. I'm not saying don't take the immune shots and everything else. I'm not a doctor. You feel me? I'm not even going to front and act like I know what I'm talking about when it comes to the vaccine and everything else like that. I don't know anything about that bullshit. But I'm saying, like, you do have an immune system. You feel me? When they say you are immune from illegal action, that means that you exempt. It cannot affect you in any form or shape. So we have an immune system that immune us from most things already. You feel me? Utilize that. Why you have the shot too? You can even speak to the shot, that the jab, the shot, the vaccine itself, and it can work in your favor as it's going in your body itself. You feel me? But if you don't have to take it, don't take it. You feel me? That's all. But if you do take it, speak to it. Your immune system will guide it through it, because that's what it's supposed to be. You feel me? Anyway, man, when the haters come, you know what to tell them. Tell them, suck your dick, nigga. Fuck out of here. And that's just for the negative side of it. But speak positivity to them, because sometimes it gets like that. I can't tell you that it's gonna be kumbaya all the time. These people will get to you. And sometimes I do lose myself, and I'm like, yo, fuck you, nigga. You feel me? And it's okay to say these things. You feel me? These niggas act like you gotta be holier than thou all the time. You feel me? No. Sometimes, look, man, you gotta curse people out. Be like, yo, suck my dick out loudly. Just like that. Like, hold my nuts. Like that. It feels good just to let it out. You feel me? Just let it out. That's healthy itself. You feel me? At the end of the day, correct yourself and be like, you know what? I don't have to do that. You don't have to constantly do it over and over, but it's always good to let it out. Don't hold things in. Just let it out. You feel me? If somebody's getting on your nerves, be like, you get on my motherfucking nerves, ho. Like that. Just let it out. You feel me? But I gotta go, man. You already know. Caution. Immune system is in favor. You're immune to most things in this world. They just don't want to tell you.